I went from 1944 to 2024 with a director named James Cullen Brezick. He's got a movie out now that just directed Van Damme's last movie called Darkness of Man. But the movie I'm in with him is called The Workout. So it's an action movie. So I play the head of the LA crime family. So I went from a colonel to a mob boss in LA. Kind of neat. So, but it was a little actiony stuff. It was fun. It was cool. So
that's good. You got the range. I get the whole range there.
The whole range. It was really great. But the cool thing with that, like, I didn't even have to audition for that movie. I met James at Television Academy a few months earlier, and him and his producing partner Jared, we just hit it off. Just hey, because I had seen him on Instagram and I saw him walk by. I was with my other friend Michael, and he goes, I think that's James Brezick. I follow him on Instagram. He goes, you know him? I said no, but this is again going back to my personality. I go, hey James. He goes, hey, and he comes walking over. And we sat there for like an hour and a half, laughing our asses off, telling stories, drinking, eating, having so much fun. So 2 months go by. Jared reaches out to me. He goes, hey, Nick, how you doing? It's Jared. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, we're doing another movie. I said, yeah, I saw that. Congratulations to you guys. He goes, yeah, well, James wrote the script, and he wrote a part specifically for you. We want to know if you want to do it. I'm like, I'm in, So that was really unexpected, and just I'm so blessed that happened. So these are opportunities. You never know when it's going to happen. So you audition your ass off, and then you wind up getting offered a role. It's so sweet. It's great,
That's great. Well, look, it's all about putting yourself out there, Nick. And Nick, just so we can get your plugs in and let the audience know where they can find you. Where can they find you? Obviously on Instagram, but tell us everywhere we can find you.
Well, this is where I'm bad. I feel like I said to my wife, I said, we need to have a kid just so I can have them handle my social media. I don't know this. It's too much, man. I'm not from that generation. So I mostly, now I learned how to connect Instagram posts to my Facebook. So now that eliminates doing 2-3 different things, right? So I'm on Instagram. Hey, I know you feel me in that. I know you feel me, Vince.
I do.
So it's like official Annunziata is Instagram. And I don't even do with Twitter X. I don't even know what they call it anymore. I mean, I just click them all and they just go to one. So Instagram is probably the easiest.
Yeah. IMDb, right?
IMDb, Nick Annunziata. IMDb Pro is going to have more information, obviously, industry people. So if anybody needs to reach out directly, they can. If they're in the industry, they can find me easy. Yeah, and I have agents. I've always had agents my whole career, but that's another thing. Agents, a lot of actors don't really. I mean, you got to find a team. Just because you're with an agency doesn't mean they're going to get you out. I mean, sometimes going to a smaller boutique agency is better than being in a big agency, only because they're putting effort into you. If you're putting they're going to handle all their $1 million people first.
There's politics involved in that too.
Politics. Hey, we don't talk politics here, Vince. We don't talk politics.
Well, business politics. In other words,
I always say this. And I've said this. This is going to be on my tombstone. I'm telling you. I said this. I've been saying this since my 20s. And I think I said it in a stressful situation just to laugh a little bit. I said, look, I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. And I don't talk underwear. People like, wait a second. I don't explain that. They go, well, the first two cause fights. I don't wear any underwear. Nothing to talk about. So that's my thing,
I like that. I might have to borrow that.
You could quote the Nick Annunziata's quote of the day. That's it. Politics, religion, underwear. Nothing to talk about.
Nick, I could talk to you all day and all night, but unfortunately, I'm going to wrap it up only because you know what? I want to do a part 2 with you because I love everything you're discussing with us. I think I love it. You gave us an inside peek of the business, which, I mean, very few people have. I think that it just lends to your own credibility, the raw talent, and your ability to just always put yourself out there. And I'm really observing you and listening to you. And I just got to tell you, man, I'm really so happy that I got a chance to speak with you. And I think when the viewers see this, they're going to share my excitement over it. And
I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you have me on. I mean, this is, be honest with you, everybody, this is an exclusive. It's my first ever podcast.
Oh, nice. Wow, it's a pleasure and an honor too.
Yeah.
Nick, now
I've done.
real quick before we go, we're going to mention obviously Mafia Spies. You can see it on Paramount Plus. Tell us where we can watch it.
Right now, Mafia Spies is streaming all episodes on Paramount Plus. It just got released on Showtime as well. All the other streaming platforms, but I think that only the first episode is free, and then they make you subscribe if you're not. But I think there's also one episode on YouTube now. Just so you know, a little precursor. The first episode is a history lesson. It's very informative, but if you're looking for the mob, you want all the mob tie stuff, you're going to have to start at like episode 2. Because the first one's just basically telling the story of why it's happening. So I leave it up to you guys, the audience.
I can't wait to see it, and I want to make sure that everybody out there, please, and I say this with all sincerity, you must support actors like Nick. Make sure you're following him. Make sure you're supporting all of his work. Follow him on Instagram, all the social media, and I'm sure he loves to keep up with all his social media, right, Nick?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
And again, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Again, make sure you subscribe to me kindly. I appreciate it. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all the streaming podcast networks and Apple and this one and that one. You can find me easily. But most importantly, please support Nick and all his great work. And I look forward to getting to know more of your work personally, as well as getting to know you more, Nick. You're a great guy, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Vince. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you again. God bless. Have a great day.
Awesome. You too. We'll see you again. Thanks again for watching.
All right. Bye-bye.